Samalkar students, my name is Arva and this question is of total internal reflection. Okay, the question was asked in AIMS exam also, and this is class 10th concept, 11th, 12th, anything. Okay, so question is the refractive, this is refractive index. Okay, I use here short form. The refractive index of diamond is root 6 and refractive index of a liquid is root 3. Okay, so solution, refractive index of diamond is root 6 and refractive index of liquid denoted by L is equals to, let's say, root 3. Okay, if light travels from diamond to liquid, okay, so light is traveling from diamond to liquid, it will be total internally reflected when angle of incidence is 30 degree. So they are saying that light is going from diamond to liquid. So students, refractive index, as you can see, refractive index of diamond is root 6. Can I write it like root 2 into root 3? Okay, so it means refractive index of diamond is root 2 times of L, because root 3 is denoted by L, correct? So what does it mean? It means diamond is more, diamond has more refractive index. It means diamond is denser medium and this liquid is rarer medium, correct? Fine. So it means light is going from denser to rare. So this is our denser medium and this is our rarer medium, correct? Now light is, if light is travels from diamond to liquid, so this is my diamond, denser medium is my diamond and rarer medium is my liquid. So it means for total internal reflection, light must goes from denser to rare medium. So this condition is true, that light is going from denser to rare medium, that is from diamond to liquid. So light is going like this, okay, from denser to rarer medium. It will totally internally reflected when angle, this is, if it is going from denser to a rare medium, then angle of incidence they have given is 30 degree, and if it is 30 degree, then they are saying that it is total internally reflected. Then this is angle R, which must be 30 degree, because angle I equals to angle R. So this is given in the question. Now they are asking whether it is true or false. So comment on this. Okay, students, before going further to the question, I give you just a explanation of total internal reflection, and if you know it, just skip this part and forward it. Okay, so total internal reflection says, if at a particular angle, let's say this is my angle of incidence I. So this at particular angle of incidence, let's say light is going from denser to rare medium, so this is my denser medium, this is my rarer medium. So if light goes from denser to rare medium, it means it will go away from the normal. And let's say after certain amount of time, if you even increase this angle, let's say increase angle incidence again, let's say now this angle of is I dash, and such that I dash is greater than angle I. Let's say you further increase angle of incidence, so now light first goes like this, then like this, then after certain amount of time it will go along the surface. Then what is angle of refraction? So you can see this is my 90 degree. If this is my 90 degree, it means angle of, because light refracted like this, all light goes to the surface, okay, refracted at the surface, it means angle of refraction is now 90 degree, correct? Angle of refraction is now 90 degree. So at this angle, when angle of refraction is 90 degree, that angle of incidence is called as critical angle. Okay, now after that, if you further increase this angle I, let's say you increase angle I now, let's say this is your I double dash, now you further increase, now since light has gone, now light totally, now light will come to that part in which it generated, it goes from the denser and it again come back to denser, light will not go to rare medium. So this is the concept of total internal refraction, right? So you know that. Now listen, this is called critical angle. Okay, fine. This is called critical angle. At critical angle, angle R is equals to 90 degree. But at this point, it means I double dash should be greater than critical angle for total internal reflection. For total internal reflection, angle I dash must be greater than angle C. By the definition of total internal reflection, because only then light will come to denser medium. It will come to that part in this is denser medium, and light come back to denser medium. It will not go to rare medium. So this is the condition of total internal reflection when I double dash is greater than critical angle. Okay, so students, at this point, let's say this is my step first and this is my step second and this is my step third. So at step second, if I apply Snell's law, what happens if I apply Snell's law over here? Look carefully, look what happens. Let's say here refractive index is mu1, and let's say this medium has refractive index mu2. Let's say mu1 and mu2. So if I apply Snell's law over here, then it means mu1 into sin I is equals to mu2. This is mu2 and angle is R. So mu2 into sine of R. This is a Snell's law. What you write, sin I upon this sin R, if you put down, so sin I upon sin I is equals to mu2 upon mu1. This is what Snell's law says. Now at this point, sin I, look, this I dash is equals to critical angle, so can I write here as sin C? Of course. What about mu2? Mu2 into R. Look students, here R is 90 degree. So can I write sin 90? Okay, can I write R equals to 90? Of course I can write. So mu1 into sin C here, because I is equals to C, okay, critical angle. We called it as particular incidence. We called it as critical because at this particular angle we are getting R is equals to 90. Okay. So mu2 sin 90 is 1. So what we get? We get mu1 into sin C is equals to mu2. Now come back to our question. Look, mu1 is our denser medium and mu2 is our rarer medium. And here liquid is our rare medium, in which we have rare liquid refractive index is √3. So can I write mu2 is equals to √3? And what about mu1? Mu1 is our denser medium and this diamond has refractive index is equals to √6. Okay. So √6 into sin C. What is sin C now? Sin C is equals to √3 by √6 is equals to √3 upon, √2 into √3. So √3 cancel. Sin C is equals to 1 upon √2, or sin C is equals to sin 45, because at sin 45 it will be √2, sin cancels out. C is equals to 45 degree. I don't mean it to cancel out. It means C is equals to 45 degree if you compare LHS, RHS. Okay. So here in our question they have given, according to our question, this angle, if you have a refractive index of √3 and √6, so you will get critical angle is equals to 45 degree. It means at 45 degree, it means when your critical angle, this is our critical angle, this is your diamond and this is your liquid, correct? So when your angle I dash, which we called as a critical angle, which is equals to, at this, according to our question, is equals to 45 degree. So at this point we will get angle C, angle R is equals to 90 degree, correct? It means total light will be refracted along the surface. Fine. So angle I for total internal reflection, our angle total internal reflection like this, I double dash, we called it as I double dash, remember I double dash. So we must have angle which must be greater than our critical angle, that is our I double dash must be greater than critical angle. Our critical angle is 45 degree and in the question they have given 30 degree. What they have given, you know, when angle of incidence is 30, it will be total internally reflected when angle of incidence is 30 degree. They said angle of incidence is 30 degree, so it is totally wrong. It means our angle should be greater than 30 degree is not greater than 45 degree. So it means it is false statement. It is not true. they have said the question they have said state true or false condition or comment in the question, so it is false. Okay, so thanks for watching.